welcome to a new series of mine on my Odd Cast channel that I've created. I have a guest here. His name is...
Zaylin!
We've been childhood best buddies for a while, so yeah, we thought we'd try this out, see how it goes. It's still going. Anyway, so today's topic is no other than our favorite film, Spider-Man. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be talking about the actors first of all. How do you feel?
The actors.
How do you feel like how do you feel? Who's the best, in your opinion?
Well, let's see. I love all of them.
I know.
I think they're all
it's
great.
It's really hard to choose.
So Toby's iconic and whatnot, but I'm going
Are you sure about
Andrew.
that?
We're going Andrew, I think. I don't think there's any debate, really. There's
Andrew, there is definitely a debate. There's a lot of people that would be like, what are you talking about? No.
Yeah,
Well, so what I hear people debating on is who's the best Spider-Man, who's the best Peter Parker. That's the...
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. Toby, I don't think he brings anything to the table for Spider-Man side of things. He's very bland. He's kind of like, I'm gonna save the city, guys.
No.
Be careful, kids. Don't walk in the road.
Yeah, he's a little basic.
He's a little basic as Spider-Man. He's not super quippy or...
But I will say, compared to Andrew, he's a little more, on the teeny side of things, if that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like Andrew didn't really have a chance to show much of that, so that's not his fault.
Yeah, well, I think, let's see... Toby, his Spider-Man's alright, but then, I think Tom is the second best Spider-Man. He's really good as Spider-Man. He's really funny.
After I watched, because I haven't watched, Homecoming or Far From Home or No Way Home in a while, so we went and saw No Way Home the other day, and I saw that, I was like, wow, because I'm just so obsessed with Andrew, I forget, oh wait, Tom Holland
really
is underrated, honestly.
Yeah.
So, I really enjoyed watching him be Spider-Man.
Very youthful as Spider-Man.
Yes, I love the youthful sense of it, because, that's what Spider-Man is. He's a teenager that struggles and, gives us hope.
Yeah, then Andrew Garfield.
Guys, you can't
guys! His Spider-Man, not to mention the suit.
You can't even, compare it to
Andrew's suit is...
Andrew is his own Spider-Man. You can't even compare it.
Yes, he is Spider-Man.
He's his own
He's
thing.
so quippy. He can be cocky. He can be funny. He's everything.
Yeah.
Spider-Man. He has the coolest action scenes. Again, his suit's beautiful to look at.
No, I know.
It's a good suit.
Well, especially when you watch Amazing Spider-Man 2. And you see that his suit, and you see the, visually, I think Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the best film they've made so far.
For sure.
It is
for sure.
Beautiful. And it's one of my favorites because of that.
Yeah. Peter Parker side of things, it's hard. See, I don't know.
I agree with
guys,
that.
I think Tom Holland's the best Peter Parker. For me, I still love Andrew the most, but his Peter Parker's probably the most... especially in that first movie, Homecoming, he feels very, teenager-esque. I like his dynamic with his friends a lot. It's very real feeling.
Definitely.
They're all great, though.
Yeah.
I think Toby's very awkward. I think the thing with Toby, he is that nerdy Peter, Parker, but he's almost too awkward. He's almost ridiculously awkward. It's
when the tray goes flying up in the air and he catches MJ is actually that scene is crazy. And the fact that they had to film that so many times.
They did, right?
Yeah.
So many takes of that.
I know.
It's so funny.
That's what I'm imagining being an actor and having that's just crazy.
All right, we're gonna try to catch this apple on a tray. 100 takes later.
Yeah, and that would drive me crazy. No, but I agree on Andrew. Peter Parker, part of it, the writing is a little bit...
It's hard for Peter Parker for him, because I think he is the smartest Peter Parker.
Right.
He makes his own webs. He's definitely...
It's just it's
a different take on the nerdy.
That's what I'm saying, he's his own thing. You can barely even compare him.
Yeah, it's
But when you compare it to a comic book, no, I would say...
I could say, well, Andrew, like, it's more not that awkward nerd. It's more like the outsider nerd, like the one that's not accepted, the one who's...
Like, when I think of Peter Parker, I think of Tom Holland. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's
but
Peter
like,
Parker's for sure
when
the
I
best.
think of
But Spider-Man, Andrew
Andrew-
Garfield just comes to mind.
Yeah. When I think
We
of
love
Andrew,
Toby,
it's
but
like-
I don't think he's the best at either of them. He's just...
No.
They all hold
Like,
their
that's the
own.
thing. When I think of Andrew Garfield's Peter, like, I think of Andrew Garfield. I don't think of Peter.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
Like,
He's
I
so
don't think
good,
of
though.
Peter
Yeah,
Parker.
yeah.
But when he's Spider-Man,
He's Spider-Man.
I think of Andrew
That's,
Garfield for
I'll
sure.
accept that. Yeah, that's good, that's good.
Especially when he's going at that cop at one point and he puts him against the wall. That part's so funny. I love that scene.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And we're drinking Starry, by the way. Hashtag not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but if you want a sponsor.
All right. Yeah, I think
Okay.
yeah.
So which one are we up to next? Movies?
Yeah, let's
Rank the movies.
we'll rank
That's
the Spider-Man
hard.
movies.
That is
There's
really
a lot
hard.
of them.
There's a lot.
So are we going to include the animated ones or leave them out for this? What do we
I
want to do?
mean, I guess we can include the animated, but
I'll do it because the animated
yours
ones are
is a
fantastic.
strange opinion. But-
So should I rank it? Should we do worst to best for me or?
Oh yeah,
That's
worst.
the worst.
Wait, my mind was like switching up for a second. No, do best to worst.
Best to worst, yeah.
Yeah.
So my favorite Spider-Man movie is Into the Spider-Verse, which is the first animated Spider-Man film with Miles Morales. And I just love that one. I think it's very funny. I love all the characters. There's a lot of characters in it, and I think they are all handled well. Like, you don't get lost in it very.
I think it was a pretty cool choice to make it animated.
It was, yeah, it's
It was a
really
good
good
choice.
stuff. It's those movies do things I think you can't do with live action. Like they use
Especially-
animation to their
Exactly.
advantage, especially across the Spider-Verse
Yeah.
season to its advantage. But I love all the characters. Miles is great. You have all the different Spider people, Spider-Ham. Great villain. Kingpin's really great, an understandable villain, just trying to get his family back, even though he lost them because he's a bad guy, but
Yeah.
but I think it's great. And it was a movie that surprised me because the first time I saw it, like I saw it in theaters, and I did not like. I saw a trailer and didn't think I was gonna like it. I was like, "Why is this an animated
It was kind of hard to see
with a
where,
new Spider-Man?"
Yeah, it was kind of hard to see where it was gonna go.
I did not know what it was gonna be. I was like,
They took a big leap with that.
but then I remember being in the theater first time.
Mm.
When Spider-Man died, I can remember like the feeling of my heart sinking.
Yeah,
It uses,
that was
like,
kinda hard
Those
scene.
movies I think are made for Spider-Man fans too. Like they use
Definitely.
like Peter Parker dies so early on, but it hurts because you love the character of Spider-Man.
Mhm.
Like, and it's so good. So that's my favorite. Then second favorite's probably No Way Home. That one is great. I love No Way Home.
No Way Home is really great. I've heard people say the writing is off in it.
It is. The setup is a little
It's a
weird with
little
Doctor
off.
Strange, but we can forgive him for everything that it does perfectly.
I was like, okay, this doesn't feel like Doctor Strange. What are they doing here? Is this a different Doctor Strange? But I guess it's not. I don't know. It was very strange, but
Strange.
it is
Pun
Doctor
intended,
Strange.
pun
So.
intended. Yeah, but seeing Andrew and Toby back.
Oh, that,
Come on now, come on.
that totally makes up for
And
anything.
Tom Holland's the best in that movie. Like he's at his best.
His acting is peak.
His acting is peak. When Aunt May dies, like when we saw the movie, we'll talk
That
about more.
was-
Like when we talk about seeing the movies again. But like, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Definitely.
And all the villains coming back. Like that's something I thought it did really well. Like most Spider-Man movies can't like the ones with 3 villains usually can't handle it. Like 3 villains feels like too much. This movie had 5, and it feels
yeah.
fine. It feels totally
yeah,
balanced.
it felt balanced.
Green Goblin is awesome, and Aunt May dying was
That,
crazy.
oh my gosh. That I didn't even...
great power comes great responsibility. That was pretty crazy.
I
Good
didn't
stuff.
expect that to happen though when I watched it for the first time, and I feel like it could have been prevented, but
It was so good.
whatever.
It's all great. Let's see, third favorite. I really like Spider-Man: Homecoming. That was my third Yeah, I think it's the most. Someone's being loud out there, guys. Okay, I think this is professional, guys. I think Homecoming is the most youthful, high school feeling vibe for like any Spider-Man movie. I think him just having it's simple,
like having the prom.
Yeah, having the other Homecoming, and then he has like this crush, and then him wanting to be this Avenger.
It definitely felt teenager.
Yeah, he's
it
very
should feel
teenager.
It
was so good.
So...
I still there's a scene in the movie that I always thought was really funny. It's a scene where like because it's when Aunt May walks in on Ned and Peter, and like Peter like isn't wearing anything because he took the Spider-Man suit off, and like Aunt May kind of dismisses it and just walks away. I'm like, what was she thinking in that moment? Imagine walking in on your nephew with his friend and he's like in his underwear, and you're like, oh yeah, what's up? Then you just leave the room.
It's a normal sight for her. I don't know.
Yeah, Aunt May had a weird childhood.
Wait, I kind of want that elaborated, but okay.
Yeah,
Should we go there? No.
No.
Okay, we'll not go there.
If Sony wants to make that Aunt May prequel movie, go ahead, but...
Okay, I have so many
It'll
questions,
still be
but I'm gonna let
better
it go.
than Madam Web, but yeah, also the villain Vulture, I thought that was so cool with he's not a bad guy. He's just a guy trying to support his family because the government shut him down, and he's awesome. And he has
well, the actor too.
Yeah, Michael Keaton is so great in that role. And he can go from that charming dad to scary, and that whole car scene where he finds it out is so great.
My gosh,
I remember watching the movie for the first time, not expecting at all that he was going to be Liz's dad. I was watching it, and then he opens the door, and I was like...
Yeah, it was definitely shocking. I was watching it for the first time.
It was a good twist. It was
definitely
great.
Plot twist that takes...
So yeah, love Homecoming. Let's see. I love all these movies, by the way. Like, ranking them, it's like picking a favorite child, guys. I love them all. I watch them all.
That is like picking a favorite child. That's such a good way to describe it, because they're all so good.
Fourth favorite, I'm going Amazing Spider-Man, the first Amazing Spider-Man. I love the Amazing Spider-Man.
Fourth sounds so low for Amazing Spider-Man.
It's not that low. There's so many.
I know, there are a lot. That movie, like, it holds so much.
I love The Amazing Spider-Man.
I hold so much love for that movie, so.
Yeah, it's, well.
Wait, so you're putting the first one over the second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing Spider-Man's, number 4 for me. Okay. Andrew Garfield is great in that movie, but we're like, the thing that carries it is the relationship with Gwen and Peter Parker. Like, the chemistry...
Their chemistry can be a whole
cannot be
episode
beaten.
of
That's
this
the best Spider-Man love story, I'm saying. Like, and of all the Spider-Man movies, that movie has the best love story going on.
Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield's their on movie chemistry is unmatched.
We're back, guys. Anyway, in case anything got cut. So, fourth favorite, it's Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, so the love story is so great with Gwen and Andrew Garfield. The chemistry's so good. I also really like the Lizard. He's my favorite Spider-Man villain in general. Not in the movies, but in general.
Okay.
Like I like Vulture and Green Goblin more in the movies, but like when I think of Spider-Man villain, I love the idea of the Lizard.
That he wants to turn everybody else into lizards. He's
pretty
crazy.
I like the idea of a guy losing his arm and trying to grow it back and becoming evil.
Oh, that was so gross. But yeah, it was good.
When his hands all like...
Yeah, it turns into a baby and then it goes...
Yeah, baby.
It was so bad.
But I love that whole movie. I think, the everything, it's so great. The action music. He's so funny as Spider-Man. I really like that suit in that movie too. Fifth favorite? Fifth. I'm going, I know you're not going to agree. I'm going Across the Spider-Verse for my fifth. Not you! So I swear to you, most people probably put it higher than that.
Oh, I know. They do. And honestly, it's not in the movie. So I need to watch that movie again. I barely remember it.
Did you only see it the one time?
I did. And I wasn't having the happiest time of my life at the moment. So I just the movie like I associate it with a bad time. So I just need to watch it again with a clean lens and
I love
a new perspective.
I think it's so good.
Gwen just irritated me in it.
I liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun with her and Miles' relationship. The whole beginning is so simple too. Like the first half of the movie is a very simple movie.
That one scene though when she's like, "Wow, like Spider-Man always falls in love with Gwen, but it never works out." Like that one is like, ugh, it's a punch in the gut.
It's so iconic. This movie. It's a canon event that became like a thing.
Oh,
everyone said everything's a canon event.
Canon event. I still say that. I'm like, that's canon.
It's a canon event. No, but all the characters are great. Again, like every Spider-Man like ever out there was so good. Seeing him like with all the Spider-Man and Miles, whole character was great. And the villain, they took the most like obscure Spider-Man villain, the Spot, and made him the villain of a movie, which I like because I don't like seeing things repeated.
When you said villain for the first time, I thought you were talking about like what is his name? 2079.
Miguel O'Hara.
Yeah, I was like that's because I literally have not seen.
Yeah, he's an antagonist in the movie. Like he's kind of because Spock goes away halfway through the movie. Like he's only in like the first half, and the rest of the movie is Miguel.
It is a long movie.
Because it's only the first part, so Spot's gonna come back for the next one. But he only he disappears halfway through, and then he comes out at the very end to like tease the next movie.
Yeah, Miguel O'Hara's a mood.
That was a great tease, by the way, for the next movie. Like I
actually really like his character. Like his
Miguel?
Yeah,
it's great.
And it's
all the characters are handled really well. Also, it's also just as much Gwen movie, I think, as it is Miles. Like it starts out with her and her father.
They did keep it pretty balanced, I will say. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, just because, I don't know.
But all the stuff with her father at the beginning, it's like, I was so mad at her dad the first time. I love his character. Like, when I rewatched it, I was like, I can see his point of view. But, like, it's... Like, the first time I watched it, I remember being so mad at her dad. I was like, this is your daughter, man.
That's what I was thinking, too. Like, why would
like, the second time watching it, I get it a little bit, but...
to whatever, but... Yeah, it's...
But I love it. The animation, like, it's so... it's the best animated looking... Like, in terms of animation, I think it's the best movie ever. The soundtrack is great.
I don't know if it's as good as the first one. But I will say...
the first one I think is better.
I mean, I think the first one was just iconic in general, so it's hard to compare. But the second one, they did really good.
Yeah, and then I've lost my train of thought, guys. But, yeah, but I love that movie. It's so good. 6, I'm going Amazing Spider-Man 2. Y'all are gonna, like, hate on me for not having
hating on you, because...
Tobey's so high.
Oh, that? No. Okay, I was like, why is Amazing Spider-Man 2 6th? That's crazy.
Yeah, most people have it at the bottom, so...
That's actually disturbing, because that's like, I don't know.
See, it was towards the bottom for a while, but I feel like I was doing that because I saw so many people to the bottom, let it get to my head, like, oh yeah, this movie must be pretty bad. But, like, I watch it so much.
I watch it
and
so
I'm like,
much
when I watch it, I think it's the most Spider-Man-y Spider-Man movie.
It's so good.
Like, in the live-action ones, it's the most Spider-Man
Amazing
movie.
Spider-Man 2, I can, like, go on for hours about. I need a separate podcast just for that.
Separate podcast. Separate video where we're just going to talk about the whole movie.
It's so good.
But it's so good. I don't see a lot of the issues that most people do. I think the movie flows together. Like, some people think there's too many plot lines. There's a lot of plot lines going on, but I think they go together fine. Like, I think there was a balance.
Electro is funny as heck.
Electro's really funny. I think he looks cool.
Yeah.
And he's like, you understand.
And Jamie Foxx, like, come on.
Jamie Foxx. And then even Green Goblin was fine. It's a little, maybe, like, I still don't think it feels like too much.
I just remember being younger and like being people describing it as a joke to the Spider-Man series, and I never understood it.
I love it
because
but like
so
Gwen
good.
and Peter's relationship, still you see like the struggling phase of the relationship.
Oh my gosh! Wait, should we say that for that? I don't know. When we saw it again at the theaters.
Maybe we can talk about stuff.
Okay.
Later. Let's say that. We have to say something, guys.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But their relationship is so good in that one.
When he webs the bridge, it's like that's my heart. I'm like, if I did that for
me. And then her death scene is just iconic.
Stop. That actually drags me to the floor.
Stop.
Every time. I never cry at that scene.
It's so.
I remember watching it when I was younger and it just being shocking.
It's a beautiful scene. All the villains are great. The only thing is, like, maybe my biggest problem, it's not even that big for me, but I don't have a problem most people have. Like, I think it's fine. But, like, my main problem is just, like, maybe the setup for Harry as Green Goblin, like it's a illness that he's just born with. I guess it's the Osborn disease. I think that's a little strange.
No, I can totally agree with you on that. I caught that too, especially watching it again recently. And I was like, what?
I would have preferred if like he was trying to test cures on himself to save his dad of like cancer or something, and then he gets it from that.
That would make so much sense.
Maybe he's some of the lizard DNA from the first movie or something.
With that movie, Amazing Spider-Man 2, is I found out recently is that the whole movie was supposed to be used to set up the third movie.
Yeah, like a lot of interference. Like the whole end of the movie is Sinister Six set up.
Yeah,
that never
what
happened.
they cut out a ton of Amazing Spider-Man 2. So like, there was a lot of those plot things that just didn't make it.
I still think it works really well.
Oh, it works so well. But I'm just saying.
I think people hate on it a little too much. Come on, guys. Yeah. We're back, guys. Sorry, the thing actually died, so it's very professional, guys. We're figuring it out.
It's a new camera. We're trying to figure it out, but we got it back. So
so we ended talking about. We're back, and we were talking about my.
Your ranking.
Was it my ranking? I think I was on 6. It was Amazing Spider-Man. We talked about that. I think I was basically done. I think I made all the points I wanted to make. So let me think. 7. We have to. What?
My hair was so bad.
It's fine, mate. It's fine.
Whatever.
I missed the part where that's my problem. I should have had it be a thing where I have to work in all the Bully Maguire memes into the video, but I didn't do it. It's too late for that now. Alright, so 7. 7's where it gets tricky, because, see, here's the thing. I think Spider-Man 2 is technically the best Tobey movie, but I watch it the least. So that's where it gets confusing with me. I'm like, I think it's technically the best, but I don't watch it that often. I watched Spider-Man 3 and 1 a lot.
Yeah. Spider-Man 2 is definitely, I feel like, the best written of the 3.
Yeah. So, probably that. I watched Spider-Man 3 so much, but I know it's not a great movie. I probably shouldn't, but
it's for the laughs. It's funny.
I'll say Spider-Man 2. It's probably the best for Peter's, like, showing the struggle Peter has with not being able to pay rent and all that, and
it's realistic,
getting fired from all his jobs and all that, and his struggle not getting his girlfriend. But I'll say, MJ, she brings down these movies. That's why it's at the back. MJ, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She's so
bit weak in these.
I'm saying, okay, I think this is the best movie, but MJ's at her worst in this movie. This movie, she cheats on this man with John Jameson, I believe it is, just to make Peter jealous. She doesn't really like him.
John Jameson. It's
like J. Jonah Jameson's son, the astronaut. She gets engaged to this guy just to make
James Franco. I was like,
she gets engaged to this guy just to make Peter mad. So she's at her worst in this movie. Yeah. She makes me so mad. I cannot.
She's definitely really immature. Like, they try to make her look mature, and then it just doesn't come off. It comes off more immature.
Yeah, so she's at her worst. But Peter's great. Doc Ock is a fantastic villain.
Oh, yeah. He's iconic.
All that. He's iconic. Yeah, so I'll say Spider-Man 2 is the best of the Tobey. Then I'll say Spider-Man 1. I watched Spider-Man 3 the most, but still, Spider-Man 1 is better. It is better. Willem Dafoe's great as Green Goblin. It is basically, if you're comparing just the original Spider-Man story to, movie, it's, pretty much the exact origin. They copy, it's all the same with him doing the whatever wrestling match and then not getting the money and then his Uncle Ben dying. It's all pretty much accurate to comics and whatnot. So that's all done well. It's just whatever origin. It's a little, I don't want to say it's bad. It's of its time. It's a little cringe at times. Some of the acting's a little iffy. Not from Dafoe or anything. He's great as Green Goblin, but
oh yeah, definitely.
Everything else is there's some scenes. J.K. Simmons is great as J. Jonah Jameson. He's iconic in all the movies. He's never bad in the movies. Even the weird bits, he's always great. It's all fine. MJ is MJ.
Its own beast.
I don't know. She might be at her least annoying in this movie. Probably. She's still pretty bad because she still cheats on Harry with Peter. But she cheats on everyone, I swear.
See, I think that's why I like the Amazing Spider-Man so much, because we weren't.
There are no toxic relationships.
Well, we weren't even introduced to an MJ that was toxic. So it was like, Yeah, so like it just makes it more comforting, even though maybe it's not the best written, but it's like.
Yeah, but yeah, they're still great. I love it. I watch those movies all the time, but you know, it's MJ's a little. She gets on my nerves sometimes, but yeah. Then next, what are we even on? What number was this? 9 by this point? I might be on 9.
I think you were on 7.
7? No, wait.
You were on 7.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 was 6. Spider-Man 2 was 7. Then
No, you're
Spider-Man
right.
1 was 8. So 9 would be.
9.
I'm doing Amazing. I'm not Amazing. We're off the Amazing. I'm just doing Spider-Man
You are
3.
amazing.
Spider-Man 3 is my 9. Spider-Man 3 is probably my 9th favorite. I just watch it so much. I know it's not great.
Yeah, writing wise, storyline wise, I mean, I don't know. It's definitely not when you can go in and really have a critique, like a
Yeah.
critical point of view. You know what I mean? It's a fun movie.
It's so fun.
Yeah,
You know, that one does struggle with managing to like keep all its villains like straight. It's the one Spider-Man movie I don't know who the main villain's supposed to be. Like I don't know if
yeah,
Sandman
that's what
or
I was
Venom's
just trying
the
to
main one.
think. I was like, wait, who is the
Like
villain? But I
Amazing
guess
Spider-Man
Venom.
still has a lot of villains, but like Electro's the main villain of that movie. Like this Spider-Man 3, I'm like Sandman's in the movie more than Venom, but then Venom's kind of
supposed to be.
Venom's like the main villain kind of. So I'm like
Yeah.
I don't know. It struggles with that. Also with the villains, this is why I think Amazing Spider-Man 2 is handled better because I think all the villains are balanced fine. In this movie, Harry gets knocked out, so then like he's Green Goblin and he's knocked out, so they can focus on Sandman. And then Sandman goes down the drain for a bit, so they can focus on Venom. Like they have to get rid of these villains to
It's
introduce the next
chaotic.
villain.
It's a little disorganized, but it's
But
a
you
fun
know, it's
disorganized.
iconic. You know
It's
the
like a
dance.
fun one, yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely got the like.
It's
one
iconic.
of those
It's the most
the
meme.
lines, the dancing. It's definitely got some of the most iconic
It is
pieces. So.
peak with all that. Then for what was that? 9, 10,
Yeah, 10.
10. I'm going. I hate to put Far From Home. Far From Home.
Far From
Oh yeah,
Home.
Far From Home. Far From Home is probably my last, but I love that movie, but I think it's the least Spider-Man-y Spider-Man movie. Like he's not in New York.
No Spider Monkey.
Night Monkey.
Oh yeah, whatever it is.
He's in like
Night Monkey.
like him being in Europe is kind of weird to me. Just it's different. I
It's
respect
definitely
that.
different, yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I like it. I do like it.
The villain was
Mysterio's the standout. Mysterio is great.
He was great enough to really
yeah.
irritate
He carries.
me. He irritated me
Yeah, he's
so
great.
much
He
that he's
carries-
great.
He
Yeah,
carried the movie.
definitely.
He's great with the illusion
The
scenes
MJ
are all great.
Peter's storyline.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
pretty
cute.
good. It's
It was
good.
cute.
It's just weird that Peter's like done with Liz. He's like on like it didn't seem like he was interested in MJ at all in Homecoming.
It definitely came
then
out
out of nowhere.
Yeah,
But it
I guess that's just kind of
works.
supposed to be like what they were
Yeah.
going for. Is sometimes love can just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, but
it's got some
still
iconic
good.
scenes too. Like I still remember like some standout scenes from that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, the weirdest part about the movie is the most memorable part
Mhm.
of the whole movie is the credit scene, which that shouldn't be your most memorable part. It's just where he reveals the identity.
Yeah, that was
your credit scene is the
crazy.
most interesting part of the movie,
Yeah.
then that's not a great
I will
sign.
say the part where he is where what is his name? What is the villain's name?
Mysterio.
Yeah, Mysterio. I was gonna say Magnifico for a minute. And I'm like,
Magnifico!
I'm like, wait, wrong movie.
Shout out to Chris Pine.
No, Mysterio. He transported Peter into like another world or whatever. Like the scenes that they put
Yeah,
into
like all
that,
the
the scary,
illusion-
yes, the illusion.
tech.
That was cool.
Yeah, that's my favorite scene.
Yeah,
all the illusion
where
stuff.
they've got like a bunch of like Spider-Mans packing onto Peter. Like that was cool.
It's good. The only thing I would say that's like weird about Mysterio, I don't know what his plan is really. Like his plan is to like be like he keeps saying he wants to like be the next Iron Man, but he's faking everything. So I'm like, what's your plan? Are you trying to like make superheroes seem like do you want to be a hero actually, or are you just faking it? It's so weird because he's like he wants to be the next Iron Man is what he keeps
I
saying,
think
but
he's just
then
got such a big ego.
he's faking everything. So I don't know
Yeah.
what his plan is.
I
Really.
don't even know if he knows. He just has such a big ego. As long as people like him, that's what matters.
Yeah, but I still love it. But something has to be in last.
Yeah.
Hopefully I numbered those right. That'd be embarrassing for like I didn't number
If
10.
you
How many
missed
Spider-Man
one.
movies are there? No, I know I got them all.
I think
But
there's 10, right?
right, let's see. Wait, Toby has 3, Tom has 3,
Andrew's
2 Andrew,
which
and
is
the Spider-Verse. Yeah, there's 10. There's 10.
Andrew
All right.
is robbed. We know that.
We're not going to talk about the Sony Morbius and Madam Web and Venom stuff. We'll leave those out. That's another topic, guys.
Oh my gosh, Morbius. No. That was a nightmare, but
Yeah, it's a vampire. Who's walking?
but recently, they decided to come back in theaters.
Yeah,
the
the Spider-Man movies. We saw all the Andrew Garfield ones.
I saw Spider-Man 2.
Oh, you saw Spider-Man 2,
I
that's
did.
right.
It was
So,
very
yeah.
good. I hadn't seen that movie. I was like, I do not remember this movie at all. And when I went back to the theater, I was like, dang, this is... Like, that's why I'm like, when you say all that, I'm like, yeah, it's got good writing. I think it's, like, probably the best of the first trilogy. So...
Yeah, so...
I think it was really great. Yeah. Like, I've been talking about for years. Since, like, COVID-19, the pandemic happened. Like, they need to bring movies back into theaters. Like, old movies, so that people can just go and get out of the house. And they finally decided to release the Spider-Man
and
movies.
the theaters were packed.
Oh, they were
every
so
time.
Packed, and it was so fun.
I saw Madam Web opening day.
And it wasn't packed?
There was like 20 people.
Oh, no.
We saw these movies, re-releases, and they're packed.
They were packed. And I'm telling you, the audience is what made it so fun. I mean, there were so many people. The reactions, like, Andrew and Mo would come on, and they would just be screaming for each of them. Like,
yeah.
I was like, man, I really wish the actors could be
first,
here. Like, to see it, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
be like,
to
people
show,
love you guys.
Yeah, people really appreciate you.
I love you guys.
No, but like, and it was so fun because, you know, sometimes I get busy, they get busy, we're not, you know, we can't see each other all the time. And it was like, well, Tuesday, Spider-Man movie, we're gonna go do it, you know? Like, it gave us something to do.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. I think a lot of people can relate to that it gave them, you know, time to spend with friends and things.
Yeah, it was good stuff. It was my first time seeing the Amazing Spider-Man movies in theaters, because I think
Really?
the first Spider-Man movie I saw in theaters was probably Into the Spider-Verse, so that was
Really?
Yeah, so anything before that I hadn't seen in theaters. I've seen everything since. But.
I don't know about the first Amazing Spider-Man. I know for sure I saw Amazing Spider-Man 2 though, because
But,
we'll never forget Emma.
Yeah, that first theater was like bonkers for the Amazing
Oh my
Spider-Man.
gosh,
They were
that was
cheering for
crazy.
all of it, and I loved them so much for it. I was like, thank you guys.
I know
Thank
that
you.
like it felt so much love in the theaters.
Yes.
Like,
That's
really.
what it was.
Yeah.
You could feel.
Yeah, the appreciation
yes.
and the passion for it.
Yo, like when Andrew Garfield just like shows
my
up, everyone
That
cheered, just being
was
there.
so fun.
Just Gwen, like she's introduced just reading a book, just like this, and people just cheering
they
for her.
went crazy. It was amazing.
Pun intended.
It was amazing. It's Amazing Spider-Man 2 was good.
It was good. They weren't. That theater was of the
didn't
3
have
movies we
best-
saw. It wasn't
yeah.
great. They laughed a lot. They clapped a couple times, but not for everything. They
No.
clapped like once or twice, but it was fine.
Mhm.
It was still cool to see the movie in theaters again. It's really funny
I
movie.
definitely went. Spoiler. When Gwen dies,
Oh, yeah.
you can
Big spoiler from
you can
10 years
definitely
ago.
feel the reaction from the
Oh,
crowd.
yeah, from the
Like,
audience.
You don't
You
even have to
could
hear
feel-
them.
yeah.
You can just feel it. Like
Yeah.
everybody was.
It's silent.
Yeah.
You're dead.
I was like, ooh, I don't like this is really deep. So,
Yeah.
but No Way Home, that was a crazy reaction.
No Way Home was great. Maybe not as it might have. Amazing
think
Spider-Man was.
Oh, yeah.
They're kind of equal. They're both good. No Way Home was. Well, No Way Home got. I think Amazing Spider-Man people cheered more for
Yeah.
it, but No Way Home had louder cheers. No Way Home when Andrew showed up, like massive cheering.
Yeah.
We went with our friends of ours, Ava and Ainsley.
Yeah, y'all go watch that vlog.
Go watch the vlog on
Yeah.
on your other channel.
May_vlogs23.
That one, yeah, and yeah, one of friends. She's like Andrew came up on the screen, jumps through the portal. She goes, "Yeah, that's my husband!"
That was so
And I'm like in the theater, like,
yeah. Oh my god, like, oh.
I thought it was so funny.
It was so funny.
It was so funny. There were
because everybody was laughing.
the people in the theater. No, you know,
Yeah.
like those scenes, like the thing in AMC, like before the movie starts, and there's like that lady, and she's like, "Here we come to theaters, just here," whatever that little video with that
Yeah.
lady, and then people cheered for that. So
That was awesome.
The minute they cheered for that, we were like, "This is gonna be
This is
great,"
gonna- yeah.
because
Oh
they
my
cheered
gosh.
for.
There was a phone that went off during
theater?
the theater, and oh my god.
And
Yeah.
someone went, no!
It was so funny. I was
It
like,
was energetic theater.
oh my gosh. It was a really energetic theater. Like, you
Good
felt
stuff.
the vibes. And as it should be, because it's an energetic movie, so that's what you
So
want. They were
dang
leveled. They were leveled. It was a good, yeah. So, that was a lot of fun.
It was good times. Good
Yeah, I'm like,
times.
thank you for bringing those movies back to theaters, because those were,
Yeah,
like,
those are good
I
times.
think everybody can agree. Like, you
Yeah,
know, they need to
people-
do this more.
Yeah, people nowadays are saying stuff about like superhero movies don't make money anymore. Movies will make money if you make good movies. If you make a good movie,
Preach!
they'll make money.
Yes!
Like these are movies that people have seen a million times. They're coming to the theaters because they're good movies.
They are good movies.
Like,
Yeah,
guys.
exactly.
Yeah,
Make a movie
so-
that you can trust to go see that's good. Like, because, you know, I'm sure when when Spider-Man came out, it was so good, people were like, well, we trust the second one to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
They need to make good movies. It's
Exactly.
not bad superhero movies. Like I'm sure the new Deadpool's gonna make buttloads of money because
Maybe.
it's gonna maybe. It's been
I'm
breaking.
not a huge Deadpool fan, so I'm like,
Well, yeah, I haven't seen the movies, but I know it's gonna make money.
Yeah,
The first
I
two are like the
don't
highest
know.
grossing R-rated movies. Some of the
Yeah.
highest grossing R-rated movies. I think it broke record. The new one's breaking records for like ticket sales for R-rated movies. Or something.
I think it's because, like, there's been so many, I mean, not to hate on anything, just there's been some recent movies that haven't been so great that it
Yeah.
decreases, like, my opinion on the chances of it being, like, the box office is being as good
I have
as
faith.
recent.
Maybe it'll be.
Maybe
It'll
be
save
good.
something.
I don't know.
We have some Marvel movies coming up. I don't know if
Yeah.
I just need another Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. I said
I
it
do
after we saw
too.
No Way Home. I was like, this movie came out 3 years ago by this point, and we haven't
I
gotten the
know.
sequel yet.
I know. Like, that's just crazy to me.
That's
and they haven't started
insane.
filming.
Yeah,
So-
I think they're like finally in like pre-production or whatever. I think they're
I
gonna
don't
start
know.
filming next year early, is what I've been hearing.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of hope in that. I want it to, just because.
I'm sure it'll be good because they took their. I mean, they took them 4-5
I
years.
know. I just, like, I hope that they've done something in the 5 years. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
They worked on the script, because.
Yeah, hopefully it's like a banger script.
And
or
they
something.
didn't just, like, well, we'll come back to this.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, a lot
no.
of- I think it had a lot of Sony interference too during like Sony ruining everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sony needs to take a step back when it comes to Tom Holland stuff.
Needs to just stop.
Like-
And just stop.
Stop it after Venom and Craven. Just be
Oh.
done. Quit.
You know
Done.
what? I'm gonna say, this is off topic. The Venom trailer looked good.
Yeah, it looked alright. Not
It
bad.
looked alright.
It looked better than the other Venom movies
It actually
to me.
made me intrigued, and I was never intrigued by a Venom movie. So, and also people find it so crazy that they're making a trilogy for the Venoms.
Yeah, not
And
Amazing
not
Spider-Man.
yeah, that's crazy to me. Like,
It makes me mad. I'm like,
it does
how
make
did
me mad.
Venom,
That makes me not
a
want to go see it,
supervillain-
because I'm like, wow. But I should go, like, you know, I should support it, but, like, also, if it's a good movie. But, like,
Yeah.
it just kind of, because I have so much love for that Amazing Spider-Man,
Yeah.
it just digs my
But then, like, in the trailer, they have, like, the guy who plays the lizard in the Amazing Spider-Man. And
That
we're like,
doesn't
what's
make
he
sense.
doing here?
But I don't understand that. And the fact that they're throwing off the whole, like, where the Venom drops and
Yeah,
No Way Home.
yeah. Like, No Way Home, like, they left a piece of the Venom suit so
Yeah.
Tom Holland could get it. It looks like in the trailer they're taking that in the Venom universe. So I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Maybe he's just dripping all over the place. Maybe it's
I
not the
really
same.
hope they were going to do something with that. Even
I
though it
hope
didn't
they
make
do.
sense. But
I hope
was
they
like,
do.
I was
Maybe.
like, wait, are we going to get a Tom Holland that's, like, Venom?
The
But
Bully Holland.
that would be so funny.
Bully
I
Holland.
could see it, but I would be scared for it. It would be a big jump.
Bully Holland.
Hey, I'm for big jumps right now. I think people need to take some leaps
Yeah,
and risks.
you take some risks.
Yeah, I'm for it. I think people will go see it. Just to laugh at it, if anything.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Hey,
yeah.
Tom Holland's such a good actor, he can
Yeah.
literally pull off anything.
Yeah, I get his bully face.
Oh,
his-
yeah. He would be iconic, I already know.
Iconic.
It would be
yes.
interesting, for sure.
Interestingly iconic.
But I am ready for Marvel to take some risks. Good risks.
Good risk.
Good risks. Jump out of your box. Do something.
Yeah, they need to start. I hope the next Spider-Man movie's really good.
I
I just
do.
need like good
And
story,
I-
good villain.
I
That's
don't-
all I need.
And where's the animated movies? Like, Spider-Verse.
Yeah, they're supposed to be. We haven't gotten our part 2
No,
because all the strikes and whatnot
writer's strike.
delayed all of it.
Which I understand, writer's strike.
But like, we have no updates.
Disappoints me.
We have
because,
no
like,
updates on Across, like, or Beyond the Spider-Verse is the next one. But yeah, we have no updates on that yet, and that's like. When the first one was coming out, we were told, like, the next one's going to be out in 6 months or whatever, or something like that.
Yeah, and we're like, oh my gosh,
we're like,
gonna come
6
out.
months?
We're like, what? That's so quick.
And now it's like,
yeah,
I'm
no.
I'm going to be like an adult and be like, oh, here it is. All right. It's about time.
I hate that. I'm like, it makes me feel so old. I'm like, I'm going to be in my 20s when this is released.
We saw the first, because you imagine seeing Avengers Infinity War when everyone dies and then, like, you don't know when the next one's coming out. You're just like, we don't know when.
That I would have actually died. That would have actually ruined Marvel.
Like, it came out a year later. Like, imagine not knowing. It's like, oh, well, there's strikes and whatnot, so we don't know when we're going to get that out to y'all.
No. Like, I can be faithful to something, but holy crap, that would be really hard to come back from. I would be so mad. I'd be
Tom
like, you know
Holland's
what?
Dead.
Scrap it. I'm not going to see this, but Tom Holland's dead.
Tom Holland's dead.
I just had to accept that at that point. I'd be like, well, okay.
Well, yeah, so let's be hopeful
we'll...
for the future of Spider-Man. Maybe Andrew Garfield and Tobey will come back in one of the Avenger movies.
We need some promising superhero movies.
Yeah. They're gonna
make a new one.
Yeah, they're just gonna bring back everyone. They're gonna bring back RDJ and...
I swear, I've already seen stuff about it. I'm like, how? Like, because he wants to come back, and I'm like, that's great, but where?
Probably an Avengers movie. He'll be like, hey guys, I'm not me. I'm a different universe, guys, so it's okay.
And they make him a villain.
Imagine. A villain?
Stop.
I don't know if they'd make him a villain.
Well, what if he comes back from the dead and then he's like a villain?
I don't know if they do. I don't know if they do it like that.
But what if?
Maybe it could be a what if.
That's what they're becoming right now with Morbius.
That's what the next next villain. Like, they can't do Kang anymore because, like, Jonathan Majors got fired, so it's just evil RDJ.
So now the Ant-Man series is just like...
Well, the actress who plays the Wasp retired from acting. So I'm like, she gonna be...
What?
That's what I've heard.
Really?
I mean,
she's
correct me if I'm wrong.
Things.
Correct me if I'm wrong, guy, but I'm pretty sure she's, like, done.
What?
Like, they're gonna have to recast the Wasp.
So, see, this is something that really...
Or kill her off screen.
Irritated me in the newest one.
Quantumania.
Quantumania.
Now we're just on a Marvel rant, guys.
I know, I'm on a rant. What is her name? I don't know.
Which one?
Well, Wasp.
Wasp?
Yeah. Well, I don't know where. Well, anyway, Wasp.
Ant-Man's daughter, or which one?
No, not the daughter. No. No.
Oh, just the normal Wasp.
Normal Wasp.
Yeah.
Basic Wasp.
Yeah. Wasn't in it that much.
Yeah, she barely had any lines.
Yeah, it was called Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. It should have been called Ant-Man Quantumania because
she was barely in
it. Maybe they're talking about the Wasp as in, like, the older Wasp, like her mom, the Wasp, because she had more screen time.
Yeah, she did, and it was like kind of weird at the end where they're like, oh, they're romantic again, and it's like, you weren't here the whole time.
You weren't here the whole time.
Okay, like, it was just weird. That whole movie, I can go on a whole other episode of that. That movie was awful.
Oh, I don't hate it, guys. I'm a supporter. It's not as good as the first two.
No, it was not as good.
But I don't hate it. I thought it was fun. I liked MODOK. I thought that was fun.
It just was not. The writing was crazy.
Yeah. I thought Kang was really good.
The daughters, I'm sorry, like the daughter.
Oh, the daughter?
Her acting.
Her acting was kind of weird sometimes. I'm like, girl.
But honestly, I don't even know if it's about her. I think it's more of the lines they gave her.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
No, it was weird.
But, like...
There were some weird things about that movie. And the fact that, the ants just come out of nowhere. Oh, of course the ants are going to come save the day. Like,
I thought it was weird that they would put the next main villain in an Ant-Man movie, which had been known to be these small-scale, kind of their own space, to introduce the next big thing.
I think the universe, like the whole multiverse thing, it's really thrown it off. Even though I know that's where it's supposed to go. As a movie watcher, not a comic book nerd, none of that, which I love y'all, but...
I love y'all.
As a person that just goes and watches a good movie, the multiverse thing, they've gotten confusing.
I mean, Spider-Man does it right. That's the thing.
Spider-Man does do it right.
He always does it right.
You can understand it. It's these other ones that are like, wow, like, why don't you focus on... Like, see, that's the thing. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the only movie I can say that was really good that even though, yes, it was trying to set up another movie, it was really good. All these other ones that have been trying to set up other multiverse things, I'm like, y'all need to calm down. We need to focus on just you, the story, not into something totally else.
Hopefully they'll fix it.
And I wish I could talk about, what's that movie?
Which one? What are we talking about now? What's going on rants now, guys? It was Spider-Man themed, but now we're just talking.
Marvel.
It's so long as it's still Marvel.
It's Marvel.
Which thing are we talking about?
Oh my gosh, she was on my cruise ship.
Captain Marvel?
Yes, the Marvels.
The Marvels?
That was it. I
Yeah.
wish I could talk more about that, but I fell asleep in it.
You fell asleep? Were you asleep in the theater?
I did. I fell asleep, and I woke up, and I was like, "Oh, such a good movie." But I think it's because I wasn't expecting much. But
I liked it better than the first one. That's not saying much. I really like the...
I saw... Okay, the cat was cute.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
Well, Captain Marvel was a lot better. She was so stiff in the first movie.
When I saw of her in that movie, she had a lot more personality.
Yeah,
which
the first
was
one
a little bit weird because we're not used to that. So it was like,
but
where's
I
this
liked
coming
it,
from?
but...
I liked it. It was just, where's this coming from?
Yeah, I still think it's better. That villain in that movie was one of the worst villains I've seen
Really?
in a Marvel movie.
I don't
You remember her? Exactly.
I don't remember the villain. I
Yeah.
remember, like, they went to this land of, like, really weird
Do you remember
people.
the musical bit where she's like singing?
Yes, I remember that.
That was so
was
ridiculous.
That was something.
It was kind of funny. I liked it.
It was weird that it was, like, funny. I guess. Like, it was good but bad.
It was
Like, I don't
good
know.
but bad.
I think that's what it's supposed to be, though, because, you know,
Yeah.
it's like, it was kind of based around the girl being younger, so, you know,
Yeah.
it's a little bit, you know, but I liked their, like, chemistry and, like, you know.
Yeah, and then Kate Bishop was at the end. Haley Steinfeld. She showed up at the end and she's like, hey, what's up? Do you not remember that?
Kate Bishop?
Do you not remember that? That's like the whole end. It's like...
Wait,
Do you-
maybe I do.
Kate Bishop shows up at the end, like
Why?
Ms. Marvel shows up at her apartment.
Uh-huh.
She's like, I'm putting together a team of young heroes or something.
Oh, I think I do remember. I like a vaguely. I don't remember very well, but I
Yeah.
do remember something about that. I just don't remember it well.
Yeah, so
I
they're
think
gonna do
it's 'cause
something where they
His
team
little
up in the
brother
future.
reacted like,
Oh yeah, my brother loves Haley Steinfeld.
yeah. So
He was like, what? And then Beast was in the credit scene from the X-Men, so I'm interested to see what they do with all that.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like now I'm like, well, because of what they did in No Way Home, it's like, well, do I trust that they're gonna do anything with it anyway?
I don't know, mate.
I wish they would. It's like, if you're gonna go with a storyline, stick to it, you know?
Yeah, like with the credit scene setting up things that... Well, I think
Yeah.
that might have just been Sony, because it's Sony. I
That's
think
true,
since
that's
it's this
Sony.
universe, hopefully it'll
So
stay.
that's like
Yeah, that's the
Marvel,
problem. Marvel's introducing too many things.
Too many. They
Too
need
many
to focus
things that
on
it's hard to
one
focus on what's
thing.
going on. Like, I'm like, oh, Beast, that's cool. Are we gonna see him ever again?
Right, probably not. Like, because of the way they've been...
Moon Knight, that show was good. Are we gonna see Moon Knight ever again? Like, I don't know when they're bringing this stuff back. They introduced so much stuff.
And then now it's just like...
They need to just make sequels. That's all they need. Just make sequels to what you have. Don't make new franchises. Just build, make your Avengers team.
Stop with the multiverse.
Yeah.
Just...
Well,
Okay.
it won't last that much longer. We have like 5
Yeah.
more years of multiverse.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know.
I wanna be like...
Whenever the last Avengers
I'm gonna be
movie is,
24.
like 2028 is probably when the last Avengers
I'll be
movie.
24 years old. That's sad.
We'll have something after, maybe.
Okay, we'll wrap
Yeah.
it up, y'all. That was our ramble at the end. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and comment below if you want Zaylan to come back more, because he's got all this Marvel information and knowledge, so...
Knowledge.
which is a good thing. So I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!
Yeah. Bye.